G'day guys, my name's Ben and you're watching The Long Gun Project. G'day guys, my name is Ben and you are watching episode 2 of The Long Gun Project. Now in this episode we've got a lot going on. We are going to take a look at the rifle and I'll give you a few specs on that. We are going to load some ammunition for it and we are going to fire it for the first time, which I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited about doing. Now at the end of the last video I promised you that I'd give you a close look at the rifle and give you a few specs on that. So what can I tell you about the rifle? Well, starting at the muzzle, Russell has fitted a custom machined 4-port directional muzzle brake and he's matched that to a 32-inch Bartlein barrel which has a 1 in 9.5 inch twist. Now that's mated to a Barnard single shot Cheytac model action. Now this comes with a Picatinny rail, in this case this one's 25 MOA, and a trigger which is already fitted. Now this trigger is excellent. Now all of this is sitting on an alloy V-block that actually comes with the action from Barnard. And the entire stock is built around that alloy V-block. Now speaking of the stock, this is made of laminated timber and carbon fibre which runs throughout the whole stock. The stock was built in such a way that the barrel, action and the trigger are all floating off that alloy V-block. Moving to the rear, the butt of the stock has 2 1-inch tubes in it for additional weight. Now I've added approximately 2 kilos of lead to the rifle to help take some of the sting out of the recoil. Now I am going to be mounting a scope on the Cheytac a little later on, but I'm going to be borrowing the scope and the mount from my 300 Winchester Magnum for the time being until I can find a scope that I'm happy to use on the Cheytac all the time. The next step obviously is if we want to shoot this thing tomorrow, I've got to load some ammo. So grab a beer or a coffee and I'll get stuck into this. Morning guys, today's the day. Got the ammunition loaded last night, quite late, but got 25 rounds done, so there should be enough ammo there to zero the rifle. It's quite early, but now's probably the best time because otherwise it's going to get hot as balls and I don't really want to be lying around on the ground out here when it's that hot. So yeah, at this point in time, just waiting on Darren and then we can get started. But I'm really excited. This is going to be a great day. Alright, so everything's set up and it's time to fire the first shot, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited. A little nervous, but mainly excited. Time for double hearing protection. I reckon this is going to be pretty epic. Let's see, here we go. Maybe not that epic, like epic, but it's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, you know what I mean. Well guys, I think we can all agree that firing a 375 Cheytac before breakfast is a really, really great way to start your day. I'm super stoked with the rifle. It's so mild to shoot. It really is. It's just an absolute pussycat. The muzzle brake does a heap of work, and the angle of the ports is fantastic because I don't feel any buffeting at all on my shoulders or anything when it comes to muzzle blast, like some other brakes might with a more aggressive angle. Putting a bit of extra weight in the stock took a huge amount of sting out of it. Honestly, it's more mild to shoot than my 300 Winchester Magnum. So I'm thrilled. In terms of accuracy, I was able to get about a 1 minute angle group at 500 meters, so around about 5 inches. I think that's not a bad place to start, but the rifle definitely has room for greater accuracy. So one of the things that might affect that is the amount of tension that is on the neck of the case whilst it's being chambered. Now, my gunsmith has asked me to have a look at that and test whether or not a new projectile will slide into a fired case with little to no effort. So I'm going to have a look at that now, and then we'll see what that tells us. So fired case, new projectile, and we will see. We'll see how this goes. I think that's a little tighter than we want it to be. Yep, I think that's tighter than we want it to be. I'm going to give Russell a call and see what he thinks. Russell, how are you? It's Ben, mate. Yeah, look, I just finished testing the projectile on the case, and it's pretty tight. I had to use a fair bit of effort to get it in and get it out. Okay, so what's the solution there? So we need a neck turn or something, do we? No, that's all right. Look, I'll put it in the mail, and I'll post it off to you later on this morning. Yep, thanks again, mate. Okay, catch up. Wait. Right. Turns out that the brass thickness and the neck of the chamber aren't really working as well as we want them to. What that means is I've got to get the thickness of the necks turned down, and that's something that Russell has kindly offered to do for me so that I don't have to, you know, buy neck turning gear and only potentially use it once or twice. So I'm going to post that off to him today, and we'll see how all that goes. Okay guys, I'm back from the post office, and all that brass has now been shipped off to my gunsmith to be neck turned. So in the meantime, I'm going to wait about 2 weeks, which kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, man, that does suck.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Anyway, it's nothing you guys need to worry about. But if you have enjoyed this video, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again on the next episode of The Long Gun Project. Catch us later.